Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are Cheap Lazy Naturals, and if you're wondering why did she say we, it's because this YouTube channel is run by myself and my other friend Sherilyn. So that's the explanation. As you can see by the title of this video, today I'm going to be showing you how I like to detangle my hair. So basically I like to do this in the shower while I'm doing my wash day so that I don't have to move around, and it just makes it easier. I like to use the actual pressure from the water of the shower as a detangling tool. It just helps detangle my hair better. Anyway, I'm not sure if I made sense there. Let's just move swiftly along. Just mind you that there are different ways to detangle natural hair in general or hair in general. What's that sound? What's this Oh, it's gonna be hard today. What was I saying? So the way I do it isn't necessarily the correct way, or it isn't necessarily the only way. There are multiple ways. Let's get into this. So okay, yeah, let me actually show you what I'm gonna use. So I'm gonna be using a spray bottle. If I was in the shower, I'll just be using the shower hair. And I'm gonna be using a detangling tool of my choice, and I like to use this detangling brush. It's by the brand it's by the brand Tangle Teaser. I think these ones are really good. I would definitely recommend them. They're quite pricey, but definitely worth it. I've had this over a year now, and I have like 3 of them. They're all quality. Then I might use some crocodile clips. This is the last standing crocodile clip that I have right now. So moment of silence for this last remaining soldier. And then because I only have 1 crocodile clip, I might make use of some elastic bands. Also, I always make sure that I have a pair of hair scissors at hand in case I encounter like a knot that's just undoable, then you need to cut it. And then last and definitely not least is a conditioner, a normal conditioner. Alternatively, you could just use any product that you feel like has enough slip to allow you to detangle your hair. So it could be a product that is labeled as a detangling product, your favorite leave-in conditioner, your favorite cream, anything that gives you slip you can use. Sometimes I also use just coconut oil. So yeah, so this is the conditioner that I'm using. This is the one by Mena or Mina or Mera or Mira. Anyway, if you know, let me know. So this is the coconut oil conditioner for dry hair. My hair is not necessarily dry, but I just like to use this one because it means, or it should mean, that it has extra slip, and I'm all about extra slip. Alternatively, I like to use the Tresemme conditioners as well. Anywho, let's get into this. Let me place my mirror here. Okay, so my hair's just been on the protective style for the past few, like it's been over a week or so. Anyway, so it looks hella weird. Don't judge, don't judge. So I'm just gonna section it out, and basically these are the sections that I usually wash and detangle my hair in. It's about 3 sections per side, but I do break it down into smaller sections, of course. I ain't crazy. So I'm gonna clip this one away for now, and I'm gonna go in with my water. Just make sure it's nice and damp. And make sure you get the roots also. Get the roots, get the ends. And yeah, I'm just working in the water, making sure all of my strands are absorbing everything. I like to make sure that my parts are quite clean. So basically these parts I did in my last wash day, and they're still quite clean. Well, at least the line. So make sure that they're as clean as possible, because you don't want to have like strands from this section joining to this section, because as you try to detangle, you might end up breaking the strands that are illegally migrating to different sections. Okay, so now I'm gonna add the conditioner, and I'm adding like a generous amount. So yeah, I make sure I saturate the section with conditioner, hashtag no strand left behind. So you will notice that I've now separated my hair because I think it's a bit too much and I'm gonna clip it away. And yeah, I'm gonna go in with my fingers and just feel if there are any like noticeable big knots, and at the same time I'm kind of finger detangling. And what I'm doing is I'm grabbing my thumb and I'm kind of, you see how I'm just separating the hair strands, and I make sure I go all the way down with my thumb until there's no more hair left. And that's basically one way of finger detangling. So I do that continuously with both my thumbs. So I just do that ever so slightly. I don't get too deep into it. I choose not to finger detangle these days. I'm more of a tool detangling person. So once I feel like there aren't any noticeable knots, I'm gonna go in with the brush, and then once I'm satisfied, I start detangling from the bottom and I slowly work my way up. So basically I'm detangling from where my hand is all the way down, and I do that about 3 to 4 times until I feel like this section is properly detangled. And once I feel like that's properly detangled, then I go ever so slightly higher, and as you can see, basically where my finger is, that's where I'm starting off by detangling. And yeah, I detangle that until I feel like it's nice and tangled. Then I go even higher and I detangle. So I'm slowly going higher, and if you feel like there's resistance, just add some more products. Unless if you feel like there's a knot, then just stop and go in there with your actual hands, with your fingers, and try to release the knot with your fingers. Don't force it out with the brush, because girl, it ain't gonna happen. And as you can see, I'm almost by my root. I'm just gonna add some more water here by the root because it's a bit dry. Make sure you add enough product by your roots, because sometimes it's harder to get there, and usually our hair tends to mat more by the roots because it's growing, especially if it's in like protective style. So all the new growth kind of gets clustered and matted. And then one thing you want to make sure is to detangle your hair from all directions. So don't just detangle from the front, detangle from the position which you feel is more natural, which for me on this side is to detangle like this. And then once I feel like it's fully detangled like this, I turn my hair around and I start detangling it from the other side. And now instead of detangling like this and like that, I'm going to detangle from this side also, and from the bottom now. So from all directions. Oh, and another thing that I forgot to mention, which I'm actually using right now, is make sure you have a mirror. I think having a mirror is very important when you're detangling. Let's say I was trying to detangle my hair and by mistake I grabbed onto some hair strands of this section. Because they're clipped up here, if I try to pull it down with the brush, I might end up breaking those strands because they're tied up here. So that's something that I'll only really be able to notice, or I'll easily notice it if I'm using a mirror. So that's another thing that I definitely recommend, is using a mirror. Anywho, yeah, so that's basically what I do. I'm just gonna release this section that was here, and I'm gonna clip that up. Okay, so I'm basically gonna do the same thing on this small section here. I'm gonna grab some more conditioner. Gonna make sure I'm applying to the roots. Gonna spray the hair. Finger detangling. Ooh, there's a knot here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see. There's a knot here. Now I'm just gonna separate that. Okay, so slowly making my way up with the brush. Just gonna add more water. Usually when I get to the top, by the time I get there, it's a bit dry. And I can feel it because my hair starts to become resistant. Okay, now I'm gonna join it to the other section. And I'm gonna detangle it all together again. I know. Starting always from the bottom and working my way up. And now I'm gonna make sure I detangle from all sides. And I'm making sure that I'm really scraping the brush against my scalp when I detangle by my roots. Going in from all directions, underneath, sideways, and from the top. And okay, I think that's done. Okay, so I'm just gonna pin that here. Okay, so now this is very... Do I have something on my face? Yeah, guys, when I said this is a messy process, this is why I like doing it in the shower. Yeah, so now I'm just spraying my hair, working the water in, making sure that water is getting absorbed by as many strands as possible. Going in again. Now grabbing a generous amount of conditioner, about that much. I'm gonna apply it over the length of my hair. I'm gonna go in with some more. I'm gonna start doing some light finger detangling. Yeah, so let me show you this from a different angle. That's kind of what I'm doing. Can you see my thumb is pulling through or trying to sift through all my hair strands that it touches? And that's basically what I'm doing. So I try not to go too crazy with it because it's just, you know, a preliminary process. Or alternatively, what you could do is just go in there and just separate your hair like this. It's another way to finger detangle. Just separate like that. Okay, so I feel like I've got rid of enough knots. I'm gonna separate this into a smaller section. Now we're gonna work on this. So I'm gonna do some further finger detangling. So I'm doing that. Let's call this the one finger raking method. Yeah, it's basically that. You are like raking with one finger. Then I'm gonna add in, believe it or not, some more product. You can never add too much conditioner. So we're gonna start off from the bottom. I don't know if it's better to show you like this. Okay, let's try. Feels a bit awkward. Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the side. It's a bit awkward. Okay, and just about here, I start to feel a bit more of resistance. So I know that I need to re-wet my hair there, especially by the roots. And just work it in, work it in. Make sure those strands are getting wet. And when I get to a section and there's a lot of resistance and I can't go any further than this, like literally, I can if I want to, but I'm most likely gonna break a couple of strands. So what I do is I remove the brush and I just start from the bottom again until I reach that point, and it'll be so much easier to detangle. It'll be a breeze. Okay, not so much. So I just felt some resistance here again, so I'm going to start again from the bottom and work my way up until I no longer feel any resistance. So I've definitely surpassed that mark where I was feeling the resistance, and literally that's all I had to do was just start from the bottom and work my way up. Making sure always to target your hair from different angles, from different sides. Okay, I think this is nicely detangled. So I'm just going to put it away and proceed with the next section. Finger detangling again. Product. Okay, starting from the bottom with the brush. And I'm detangling from all sides. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna grab this section and put it all together and detangle it. Okay, now I'm going to form a twist with that other section that we had previously detangled. Okay, so moving on to the next section. Okay, I'm not going to speak during the section, I'm just going to fast forward. So now I actually encountered a knot as I was detangling. So what I'm gonna do is just stop and grab my scissors. So I'm just gonna cut the knot. Well, first I'm gonna see if I can undo it. No, it doesn't seem that can be undone. I'm just gonna cut it. And that's it.
Unfortunately, when I was recording my outro, for some odd reason, the audio wasn't recording. So I'm just gonna have to do a voice-over outro for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. If you made it this far, also don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to also follow us on our social media, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. All the links will be down below. And see you on our next video. Bye!